Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me? I really hope that I am audible. Can everyone hear me? Awesome. Okay, great. I can see comments saying that you can hear me. Thank you, everybody who's joining in. I can see Abiodun Akinloye, Federal Olajide, Wako, Emeka, Rahim Aldusote, Optimist Jamaka, Mimi Thompson, Amicable Jamaka, Godi Wonder, Eketi Etima Ete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to this workshop. Welcome to this workshop where I will be taking you on Amazon bestseller secret. The secrets that you need to know to be able to sell more on Amazon KDP. Okay, so if you are just joining me for the first time, if you're just joining me for the first time and you haven't yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, please just click the subscribe button now to subscribe to this YouTube channel immediately as soon as you can. Okay, click to subscribe, and if possible also ring the bell as well. Click on the bell to ring it so that you'll be able to receive notifications whenever I go live or whenever I post a tutorial video or a training video onto my YouTube channel. Once this webinar is done, you can go through my YouTube channel. There are tons and tons of amazing tutorial videos, everything that has to do with Amazon publishing, how to use Canva to grow your business, how to get published as an author, how to write your books, how to grow your business online. I create amazing content on these different topics. All right. So you definitely want to go check them out. Okay. I can see TikTok fam is here. Thank you so much for joining. I can see Anahi channel. Thank you for joining. Oraku, the wordsmith. Debbie Kara, Business School for Interior Designers. I think that's BC. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. All right. So I promise that this is going to be very short and straight to the point. So I am not going to be wasting time at all. I'm just going to be going straight to the point. All right. I really hope you can still hear me because I've just switched my screens now. So welcome everyone. Here's a bit of housekeeping. What this basically means is just a few announcements to make before we go right into the reason why we're here. So a few housekeeping rules. Number one, please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. All right, it would not take you anything to subscribe, so please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click this link, click to subscribe on your screen, and also ring the bell as well so you can get notified whenever I post a new video or whenever I go live, just like this. That's number one. Number two, in case you are watching this video from YouTube and you just stumbled upon it, maybe it was recommended to you or you searched for something that brought up this video and you're currently watching it right now, this is actually a live broadcast that I'm broadcasting right onto YouTube. So the format is going to be a bit different from regular YouTube videos that you're used to, okay? Because this is actually happening live, and so the replay is actually up on YouTube. So if you're watching the replay, there obviously you will not necessarily be able to answer to some things that I may be asking, or to ask me questions directly that I may be able to answer live. The people whose questions I will be able to answer live are those who are actually listening to me live as I'm doing this live broadcast. Okay, so if you stumbled upon this video for some reason, please also subscribe as well, and leave a comment in the comment section to tell me where you're watching from, or tell me how you stumbled upon the video. If you have any questions as well concerning anything that I'm going to be sharing today, please also leave in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer your questions. That's number two. Number three, please don't run away. This is going to be as short as possible, but get your pens, get your jotters, and write. Okay, I'm going to be sharing my screen all through, but as you will see as we go on, my screen is just basically going to contain like 1 or 2 sentences per slide. I don't usually like packing too much information on my slides because I like to be able to keep it very informal, keep it very casual, and just talk and share so that you can actually do more of listening rather than trying to look at the screens. Okay. If you are watching this with your phone, try to put it on landscape mode so that it will be bigger for you to see. Although there's really not much to see though, but if you would like to have a better experience as you're watching, please put it on landscape mode so that you can watch. You're very free to comment throughout the course of this broadcast for those of you who are watching live. Please feel free to comment. If you have questions, you can also ask your questions in the comment section as well. However, I'll open the floor for questions once I am done with teaching the things that I want to teach you today. Okay, so that's it. Also, please try and make sure that you are in a place that's really quiet so that you can hear everything I have to say. I'm very soft spoken, so I'm not sure how much you can hear, but I will do my best to make sure that I'm audible enough for you to be able to listen to me. So please, as much as possible, try to remove all kinds of distractions, trying to put your phone on silent, make sure that nobody is actually disturbing your phone while you're listening to me. You may hear a couple of aircrafts go by once in a while, especially right now as I'm talking. I don't know if you can hear, but where I am currently is really, really close to an airport, and it's an international airport, so it can get very, very busy. So please pardon me if you hear any aircraft sounds. There are also dogs as well, so it's a bit of a noise, but I'll do my best as much as possible to go through this as fast as possible. Okay, so that is for my housekeeping rules. I don't know if you are here and you are excited to be here and you are excited to listen to everything that I want to share. Please let me know in the comments that you are excited and you can't wait. This is the first time that I'm actually going to be teaching on Amazon bestseller secrets. I will do a little bit of introduction about myself very, very soon, and you understand why I said so and why it is that I'm actually talking about Amazon bestseller secrets and Amazon publishing and all of those things. Okay, so I can see a couple of comments now in the comment section saying yes, you're excited, and yes, you're excited. Thank you so much for the comments. Woo! I don't know if you can tell, but I am also excited as well because this is something I've wanted to share with you guys for the longest time. I'm being able to share it with you here today, and I'm just super excited for what you're going to be able to do with this piece of information that I'm going to be sharing with you. Take it from somebody who has done the work, who has tested and tried things for years, who has seen things that has worked and things that haven't worked, and things that I'm going to share with you today are things that you can start applying today to your Amazon KDP and actually get moving. Okay, so let's begin. First things first, who am I and why should you listen to me? My name is Edirin Edewo, in case you don't know me yet. And I'm originally from Nigeria, currently living in the UAE, in Dubai. I moved last year in the height of the pandemic for majorly for health reasons, but also so that I could afford myself the opportunity to be able to reach out to much more people rather than people just in my country. And it's been an amazing experience. For the past 4 years plus, for more than 4 years, I've been able to build an online business from writing books. I basically started writing books. My very first book was a 19-page book I published on Amazon. It's titled The Productivity Checklist. You can go check it out. And those of you who are watching the replay, I'll probably put the links to my books in the description of this video if you're watching. All right. And I've never really written a book that is up to about 150 pages. The book that I have like the most words written was about 136 pages. All right. And that's it. However, my very first book, The Productivity Checklist, became an accidental bestseller. At that time, I was still, trying to understand the process of writing and Amazon publishing. And I was in an amazing community of women back then, about 70,000 women or so, who were such fantastic support systems while I was putting together that book, because I was writing that book at the height of slipping back into depression after I got diagnosed with early onset rheumatoid arthritis. And I was just 25 at the time, and I felt like my life was over. It's an autoimmune condition, and unfortunately, it's not exactly curable, but it's manageable. And unfortunately, I couldn't even manage it with the drugs because the same drugs that the doctors gave me caused me to start having short-term memory loss that I had to start dealing with. Apart from that, there's a lot of pains, a lot of inflammations that you normally would take painkillers for. Again, because of the rheumatoid arthritis and the autoimmune condition, my body basically fights against painkillers. So I have to basically manage. I had to learn to be able to manage pain. So in all of that, going through all of those sickness and terrible experiences in my life, I tried to just do something to distract myself. And that's how I wrote my first book. And 7 months later, I wrote another book called The A to Z of ebook publishing, where I basically just showed people this my experience. This is how I wrote and published my first book. And that book basically changed my life. That was June 20th, 2017. It's a day I would never forget. Everything that could go wrong when I was launching the book did go wrong. But today the story is very different. I'm excited to share my story because maybe somebody out there is wondering, hey, maybe my book is not enough, or maybe I'm not that good of a writer. I've never really been in I myself have never been in non-fiction writing. I used to write poetry and I used to write fictional stories. So, me publishing for the first time and publishing non-fiction books was a huge deal for me. And I'm so glad that I did it because of that, I've been able to build a community of nearly 34,000 people as at the time of this video, been able to help over 1,500 people in the past 4 years to get published. Over 300 of them are published on Amazon and are best selling authors. And I wouldn't have this story to tell today if not for platforms like Amazon, if not for the fact that I decided to go after my own dreams. Okay. And I'm somebody who's a scientist. I'm somebody who likes to study and likes to research and like to make sure that I have definitive proof about something before I come out and share it. I'm an experiential teacher, which means I basically teach from my experiences. So whatever it is that I teach, whatever it is that I show you on my YouTube channel or my community, for example, are things that I have personally tried, tested, and made sure that I've gotten enough successes to be able to stand by what I was sharing. So whatever I'll be sharing with you today is not based off of things that you could possibly, I read somewhere, or things that I stumbled upon by accident. These are things that I have tried and tested and have gotten me nearly 1,000 sales on Amazon. Now, compared to a lot of people, 1,000 sales isn't much. But for me, I mean, it's a whole lot. It's a huge deal being able to be on a platform where I could actually get my book to reach people from all over the world. My books have sold in every single continent of the world and in over 20 different countries without me having to step foot into these countries. And I'm going to be sharing with you today how you can also get that to happen for you. So whether you are here and you've never written a book before, or you've published but you've never published on Amazon, or you've published on Amazon but you're not necessarily seeing sales, or maybe you're not necessarily an author but you create low content books to publish on Amazon, I'm going to be sharing with you my own personal experiences and how I was able to get a lot of sales and how you can also get sales as well. So basically all I'll be sharing with you today is how you can actually optimize your content on Amazon to be able to sell more on Amazon KDP. Okay. So if you are one of these people, whether you're an author that's published on Amazon and you're struggling with little to no sales, or maybe you're an author but you haven't thought to publish on Amazon yet, or maybe you're not an author but you create low content products on Amazon KDP, or maybe you're just somebody who's just looking at what this Amazon publishing thing is all about, this is for you. Now, I'm not necessarily going to go into the process of how you can get your book published on Amazon. There's a different training for that. Okay. I have a total different course on Amazon printed profits for those of you who want to learn how to set up an Amazon KDP account, and you want to learn how to, if you're in the third world country, like in Nigeria, for example, or, and countries where you can't necessarily put in your bank accounts on Amazon, and you want to learn how to continue to receive royalties. I have a video that shows you how to create a Pioneer account and link it to your Amazon KDP account as well. All right, I'll link the link to that particular course in the description of this video as well, for those of you who are going to be watching the replay, okay, or who are currently watching the replay. All right, so for those of you who are here, don't worry. Even if you've never published on Amazon before, you can still learn a lot from this. Okay, now to publish on Amazon, you simply need to create a free KDP account. KDP basically stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. All right. So in order for you to publish on Amazon, it's very simple, it's very easy, and it's absolutely free. All you need to do is go to kdp.amazon.com. I'm going to link the terms and conditions for creating a KDP account and setting up one in the description of this video as well, so that you can go through the terms and conditions before you start creating an account. If you've created a KDP account before, you can use that same account to produce multiple books in multiple brands and multiple niches without having to create a separate account. I just wanted to put that out there. so you don't get your account banned. Okay, so if you're listening to me and you say, oh, I'm an author, but I also want to go into low content publishing, I also want to do activity book for kids, I also want to write children's books, but I don't want to use my personal name, can I use a pen name? The answer is yes, absolutely, you can use as many pen names as you want. All right. So all you need to do with that one KDP account is just that when you're publishing that book, you simply just put your pen name as the author name. That's all that you need to do. Okay. So all the things I'm going to be sharing with you today, many of them are going to be for people who publish both KDP, high content, regular books, and those who publish low content books. For those, for parts and some of the things that I'm going to share today that may not necessarily apply to all, I will let you know as I go through. Okay. So if you're one of these, don't worry. Keep listening, and I'm going to share with you very, very quickly about all of this. Awesome. I'm seeing so many people who are here. Have about 45 people who are live. Please, please, and please, if you can take a moment to tell your friends wherever they are to join me, share the link of this live broadcast right now with your friends. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Instagram, share it on your TikTok, share it on your WhatsApp status and everywhere you can, so that people can actually come in and join, something that you definitely want your friends to get a part of as well. Now, one of the benefits of publishing on Amazon is that you're able to reach people from all around the world with your book, with your knowledge, with your low content products, with your art, with your creativity. The great thing about that is that you're also able to earn from all around the world as well. So, for example, if somebody buys your book in Japan, you're able to earn in Japanese yen. If somebody buys your book in South Africa, you're able to earn in South African rand. If somebody buys your book in the UAE, you're able to earn in the UAE, United Arab Emirates dirhams. If somebody buys your book in the United States of America, you're able to earn in United US dollars. If someone buys your book from Canada, you're able to earn from Canadian dollars. If somebody buys your book in England, you're able to earn in British pounds. If somebody buys your book in Germany and all of those other countries, you're able to earn in their different respective currencies as well. And Amazon will remit it to you. You get paid royalties for your book. And guess what? As long as your book is good and it doesn't break any rules, as long as your book is published on Amazon, you are able to earn royalties for life. So even God forbid anything happens to you, your kids can even continue to receive royalties. Okay. So Amazon is a great platform to actually get published and to get sales from your book constantly all year round. All right. Now, let's get started with 15 things I have put together to share with you on how you can actually make more sales, on how you can actually become a bestseller. When I say a bestseller, not just having a bestseller status, but actually having your book sell consistently. I've put together these 15 things to share with you to help you today to start getting your book right. Even if you've published before, you can always go back and make edits to your published book and correct the certain things that you may have missed, and if possible even unpublish and republish again. It's okay to be able to unpublish a book and to republish again correctly. So as I'm going to be sharing certain things with you, you may realize that you may have made some mistakes in the past with your books, and you may want to correct those mistakes again. It's possible to do so. Okay. So the very first thing that you want to make sure that you have to get the best-selling book is that the book must be of a high quality. Whether you're creating high content regular books or you're creating low content books like notebooks, journals, planners, workbooks, and so on and so forth, they must be of high quality. You cannot afford to put together trash and expect to sell it simply because it's on Amazon. All right. So if you're putting together a book, the quality of the book must be good. If you're putting together a fiction book, make sure your story is good. Make sure the content of your book is good. If you're putting together a non-fiction book, make sure that the content of your non-fiction book is actually really, really good and helpful to people. It's going to be sad when you have a gorgeous looking book and you've done everything right. People eventually buy it and they start leaving 1-star review because it's terrible, because they cannot read it, because it's full of grammatical errors, typographical errors, it's not formatted properly. All of these things contribute to having a poor quality book. So you must ensure that your book must be properly edited, that it must be properly formatted, that it must be properly arranged, and must be of the highest quality if you want to be able to make sales from your book. That's number one. Number two, we've heard of the phrase that don't judge a book by its cover, but unfortunately, we know that's not true. With over 48 million books published on Amazon currently, people will judge your book by its cover. People will definitely judge your book by its cover. So if your cover isn't nice, people will not, they will scroll past. Your cover is the first point of call for any potential customer who's scrolling through Amazon looking for something related to what you have published. Whether you're creating a high content book, a regular book, or you're creating low content products like notebooks, workbooks, journals, and planners, if your cover is trash, people will scroll by. So don't go creating trashy covers just because you want to get published on Amazon. If you're creating high content book, regular books, give your book to a book cover designer to create for you. All right? Give your book to a book cover designer to create for you. If you want to create by yourself because you want to save money, then you have to practice and get good at cover designs. All right. So people will judge a book by its cover. First of all, they will ask, this cover does not attract me, so I'm not interested, especially for those of you who publish low content books, because there is really nothing else in the interior of your book that differentiates from any other book out there. Why should they buy yours? So you're creating notebooks, for example, you're creating blank notebooks. Every other person is creating blank notebooks. Why should yours be bought? The only reason why your notebook will be bought instead of somebody else's is if your cover is attractive enough for people to want to buy. So if you're creating covers that are not attractive, people will not buy. You're creating a fiction book and the cover does nothing to tell people about the content of the book, people will not buy. If you're creating non-fiction book and the cover does not lend credibility to the interior, to the content of the book, people will not buy. So you must get good on your cover. Number 3 is your title. What does your title say about your book? So people, let's say for example, your cover is gorgeously done and people stop in their tracks as they're scrolling and then they see the title of your book and the title is nothing to write home about. What do you think will happen? People will definitely scroll by. All right. So the title of your book must be enough to also stop people in their tracks. All right. So, for example, you write a book that has a title that is too long that people cannot see it and read and understand and comprehend at first glance. People will get tired. Or your title is just one or two words and is so vague and people don't even understand what it is. People will scroll by. Right? So, what does your title say about your book? You must get your title down as well. Say, for example, you're creating an activity book for children. It should be in the title, activity book for kids. What's the age range that you're creating this activity book for? Put it out there. You're creating a notebook, for example, for young teenagers. What does the title say about the notebook? All right. You're creating a gratitude journal. Is it there on the title that this is a guided gratitude journal? So, what does your title say about your book? If your title is not compelling enough, people will scroll by. Number 4, book descriptions are your sales copy. You must use them well. I see so many people who publish their book on Amazon, fantastic cover, fantastic title. Then I go to the description to try to learn more about the book, and I see nothing there that interests me. The description is basically where you tell people this is why you need to buy my book. Whether you're creating low content products or you're creating regular books, if your description does not compel me to buy, no matter how beautiful the cover is, I will scroll. So remember, the first thing is that people will encounter your cover, then they will look at the title, then they may decide to click and see more. When they click and see more, what would they see? You must take the time to create proper book descriptions for your book. Give people a reason for them to want to buy your book. Is this a regular notebook that is blank line pages? Why should I buy your regular notebook that is of blank line pages? Is this a workbook that shows me how to do something? What am I going to see inside this workbook? What is it going to help me achieve? Is it a fiction book about a particular story of young adults, or maybe it's for women, or maybe it's a science fiction book? Why should I buy your book compared to the other millions of fictional books out there? What is it about your story that compels me to want to buy it and read it? Same thing with a non-fiction book. What points am I going to learn there? What are the important things in your book that I'm not going to see in anybody else's book? Why should I buy your book? So you must leverage your book description as your sales copy. I think you have up to about 5,000 word counts or so in the description. Use it well. Don't make it too long, but also don't make it too short that it just looks like you're not interested in whoever wants to read. All right. So book descriptions are your sales copy. You must use them well. Book descriptions are your sales copy. You must use them well. Okay. I hope we are good. I hope you're good and you're getting stuff right now. If you don't create the right book description, people are not going to be interested in buying your book. All right. Next up, keywords. Keywords are how you are found organically. Keywords, when you're publishing on Amazon, there is a place where you can put up to 7 keywords. Keywords are basically like SEO, search engine optimization. They allow you or enable you to actually get found on Amazon. They allow your book to get found. So, for example, you've published a book that, say, for example, helps women to be able to overcome emotional trauma in their relationships. And then there is a woman out there who's looking for a book on how to overcome trauma in how to overcome emotional trauma from her past relationship. When she goes to Amazon to type books on emotional trauma, will your book pop up? Will your book show up? If your book does not show up, that means you haven't used the right keywords. You haven't used the right keywords. Now, when you are creating the keywords for your book, here's what you do. Here's a simple trick that can help you. Before I show you some tools that can also help you as well. Here's a simple trick. Put yourself in the shoes of your reader. Put yourself in the shoes of your reader. Ask yourself, hey, if I was somebody who's looking for this book on Amazon, what will I be searching for? What will I be searching for? What will I type in the search bar for my book to show up? As many different descriptions as you can possibly type. That's what you want to put out there. That's what you want to put what out there. That's what you want to put out there. So, for example, for somebody who's written a book on how people can manage, deal with emotional trauma for relationship, you can put keywords like books on dealing with emotional trauma, books on relationship for women, books on dealing with abuse, books on, you know, women dealing with depression. This is how you write keywords. Now, a lot of people think that because they say keywords, you have to put only one word per each of the single places that they give you to put your keywords. But that's not true. I used to think so before, and when I would publish, I would only write like one word because there are 7 slots for you to be able to put keywords. But I recently found, as the more I researched, the more I began to realize that, hey, I can actually put entire phrases. So you can put, I think you can put up to 5 or so words per slot for your keywords. Okay. So when I'm writing my keywords, I will say, okay, if I want to publish a book for, let's say, authors and how authors can become Amazon bestsellers, I'll put keywords like books on writing and publishing, books on publishing on Amazon, books on how to become an Amazon bestseller, books on how to rank on Amazon. Do you understand? So you can actually use full phrases or even sentences to be able to allow you to get as close to getting on the first page, if not even getting on the first page on Amazon. And the more you are able to use the right keywords, the more the algorithm on Amazon will favor your book and actually begin to suggest your book to their readers. Okay, so keywords are how you get found organically. Next, leverage keyword and category research tools. I'm going to talk about categories next, but I just quickly wanted to put out tools. So apart from doing your own research and trying to put yourself in your audience's shoes, there are actual tools that you can actually use. And some of these tools are free. I just only put 2 here. There are a lot of them. I can't put all of them, obviously, but there are a lot of them that you can actually use to research keywords on Amazon. And you usually would download these tools as Google Chrome attachments, or what do you call them now? Google Chrome plugins. Okay. So if you go to your Google Chrome and you search for your Google Chrome extensions, right, you can actually see them. So if you type Publisher Rocket on your Google Chrome extension search bar, you would see it there. Or you type Self-Publishing Titans, you would see it there. Simply just Google Publisher Rocket and Self-Publishing Titans. You'll see their website. Follow the links. I will link it in the description below for those of you who come back and watch the replay probably, or those of you who are currently watching the replay. I'll link it there, both of them in the description below, so that you can actually go and click on the link and actually get them. So that when you open your Amazon.com and you want to do your research, they actually would help you to do better research and bring up proper keywords and also do a whole lot of things. I personally use Self-Publishing Titans tools, all right? And it helps with a whole lot. Apart from showing me the keywords, it also shows me each keyword that I search. It shows me if that keyword is a best ranking keyword. It shows me the bestseller ratio or the bestseller ranking for these keywords. Okay, so you can actually use these tools to do your keyword and category research. All right. So I personally use Self-Publishing Titans, but you can use you can also use Publisher Rocket as well. So once you have downloaded this Chrome extension onto your laptop, and you're now able to go to Amazon.com, and anything you search for, the Chrome extensions will pop up and show you all of the different variations of what you have searched for, to show you whether, oh, this keyword is good, or this niche is good, or this category is good as well. Okay, so write this down so that it can actually help you with your research when you are eventually getting published. This is a huge lifesaver. And if you're wondering how a lot of people get to bestsellers, this is one of the ways by which we get to bestsellers really fast. This is a secret I have never shared before, and I'm sharing it with you absolutely free right now. So you better get writing and put them down immediately. You don't want to make sure that you stay till the end so you don't leave. Okay. So I talked about keywords. Now I'm going to talk about categories. All right. Categories will make or break your bestseller ranking. That's it. For those of you who are wondering, okay, how do I get to bestsellers? And you find yourself publishing and you want to publish in really popular categories, and you think that that's how you're actually going to get to bestseller, you cannot be further from the truth. All right. So while it's good to publish in really good categories that can help you get discovered, if you really want to grow your bestseller ranking, publishing in specific kinds of categories that are not crowded will help you get to bestseller ranking. Now, Amazon does their bestseller ranking per category. So which means that Amazon doesn't just do an overall bestseller for the best-selling book in all of their books, because they have too many books, over 48 million books. So what they do is that they have bestseller ranking for the different categories, and there are hundreds and hundreds of categories on Amazon. So that actually makes it easy for people to actually become bestsellers. Apart from that, Amazon updates their bestsellers rank or their bestsellers list all on the hour, every single hour. So once you've published, it is your job to start checking your book to see whether you're now an Amazon bestseller, so that you can take a screenshot and post it, and it helps with your sales and your launching as well, if your book actually becomes a bestseller. Okay. So categories will make or break your bestseller ranking. If you go and publish on categories that you have very popular authors who are already very popular and have a huge following already, the chances of you becoming a bestseller are very low. So what do? You want to make sure that you're published in categories that are not crowded, categories that are still relatively new, categories that can actually help you. All right. Let me tell you another secret. Did you know that publishing shorter books actually increases your chances of getting to bestseller? Publishing shorter books increases your chances of getting to bestseller. Why? Because when you publish a very short book, a book that takes maybe 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes to go through, Amazon actually would create another category called a short reads category. And it's in that category that they will place your book. And because not a lot of people know about this yet, so it's easy for you to get to the bestsellers rank in those categories, because not a lot of people publish short books or books that are very easy to read. I found this out when I published my first book called The A to Z of Ebook Publishing, and a second book called You and Your Mindset that was about 30 something pages long. And because it would take less than 60 minutes, automatically there was a third category created, which is called short reads. So whatever category I was published in, there was a subcategory for that called the short reads category. And because I was published in the short reads category, I was able to get to bestseller. So many people don't know this. So people shy away from writing short books because they think, oh, people won't read. But the funny truth is, most people usually look at page counts before they even buy. If they find out that, oh, your book is short enough and your description already promises to deliver amazing value, they would rather buy your book than buy a long book. Why is that so? Unfortunately, because the world, at the attention span of the world is generally reducing. So we are finding more and more people who are not patient to read very long books nowadays, especially in the non-fiction category. So you find more and more people opting to read short books. I was stunned when my very first 5-star review for my productivity checklist, the review basically said they loved the book simply because it was short. It was only 19 pages and it was a book on productivity, and it makes sense. All right. So there are different categories that are created when you can pick up to 2 categories when you're publishing on Amazon. But depending on the size of your book and again the type of category you publish, Amazon can actually put your book in extra categories. All right. So for example, you can get to be put in the short reads category simply because your book it's a very short book and it's a short read. And for each and every single one of those categories, you can actually become a bestseller. So there is an overall Amazon bestseller ranking. That is what you see at the top when you come down to your rankings profile. That is great. If you become a bestseller, then that's awesome. However, these categories that you have published in, that is where you really see the bestseller ranking. Okay. Now it's also important for you to know that bestseller ranking is when you rank between 1 and 100 in each of the categories that you're published in. So when you rank between 1 and 100, you are a bestseller. Okay. So don't let anybody make you feel bad if your book is ranking number 70 something. It is still a bestseller. So it's always great to take a screenshot. And guess what? The higher your book ranks in your subcategories or the categories you're published, the higher your overall bestseller rank. And the higher your overall bestseller rank, the more Amazon wants to push your book in front of people because they also want to make sales. And if they find that your book is selling and it becomes a bestseller, they will start recommending your book for free to people. So you start seeing people getting emails about your book, telling them that, oh, this particular person's book is available for purchase. You start seeing people, Amazon suggesting your book when people open a particular category or search for something that is related to your book. So getting to bestseller is not just about the money or the prestige. It also actually helps you to get more visibility and gets you more discoverable on Amazon. These are amazing secrets that I'm sharing with you absolutely free. So I hope that you're actually taking notes and you get to work on them. Okay. Then when it comes to publishing, people usually would just want to publish for a particular region. And I don't know why they do that. I mean, if you want to eat a frog, you might as well eat the whole thing and eat the biggest one. So when you're publishing, when it comes to the final part of your publishing, and you see global distribution and individual territories, just leave it on global distribution. This ensures that your book is sold in as many countries as possible. Apart from global distribution, there's also what is called expanded distribution. Expanded distribution. Okay. So expanded distribution basically means that apart from Amazon selling my book, from their bookstores, especially if I'm publishing a paperback book, people can also buy my books and actually sell it in their libraries. People can actually order my book. Bookshops can actually order my books from Amazon and actually stock it in their library. That is what expanded distribution means. Expanded distribution basically gives people the ability to be able to buy your book in bulk and stock it in their libraries and their bookshops and other local shops around the world. What that means is that you are now able to have even more sales because people are buying your books in bulk and Amazon still pays you your regular royalty. Sometimes you may find that Amazon may reduce the price of your book. If they find that your book is doing well, they may want to reduce the price of your book to attract more buyers. Guess what? That does not affect your royalties. That does not affect the amount of money that Amazon will pay you. Amazon will still pay you the royalty on your original pricing. But what they're usually doing is a huge benefit to you as well, because it actually gets more people to buy. So you sometimes will see that your book may be on sale, or that the price of your book may have reduced beyond what you put in the initial time you were publishing. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Because of global distribution, expanded distribution, and all of those things, they have the ability to be able to do that. So pay attention when you find out that suddenly the price of your book has gone down. That's a great time for you to actually start promoting your book using free and paid traffic. Okay. Now, pricing is key. The key is to start small. I see a lot of people who are, very greedy, and they publish their books, and because they want as much money as possible, they go and publish with such ridiculous prices. And then you start wondering why you're not making sales, just because you don't want to have royalties of 99 cents or $1 or $2. It's not enough for you. You want to be very greedy. And you're like, oh, my book is so valuable. Da, 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 da. You don't know the secret to pricing. All right. First of all, you must do your research, your pricing research in your book's niche and your genre before you actually put a price on your book. Because if your book misses the mark when it comes to pricing, you will find that you're not making sales. So do your research, and I will advise you to start when you're publishing, start with the lowest possible price. Start with the lowest possible price, and then gradually increase the price once you start getting sales. Because once you start getting sales, it means that more and more eyeballs are seeing your book. It means that your book is beginning to rank higher. It means that Amazon is showing your book to people. Then you can then go back and edit the book price and then change the price and increase it. However, I always advise, start below your regular price. All right, start from the lowest price possible. Once you start getting sales with that low price, people start leaving reviews, then you can gradually start increasing the price. That is what a lot of people don't know. That's one of the secrets to actually seeing those tons and tons of reviews, and you're wondering how the sales came about. All right, so pricing is key. Now, there's another thing that Amazon has recently introduced. It's called your A plus content. A plus content is basically where you're able to add even more to your book's description. Pardon me. All right. So this is where you can add about the author. This is where you can add, maybe you have done a launch before about the book and people were able to give reviews. You can add your reviews. This is where you can add video testimonials and all of that. Okay. You can see your A plus content when you search your book on your bookshelf. You can see your A plus content when you search for your book on Amazon. All right. So everybody should be able to have that now. So scroll down and then see your A plus content and go and update your A plus content. Beyond your A plus content, also update your author profile. I'll talk about that very, very quickly. Okay. So the next thing I want to share with you is leverage KDP Select for your Kindle books. If you're publishing in Kindle, that's the ebook format, leverage on what is called KDP Select. KDP Select is a platform or an initiative by Amazon that allows you to be able to promote your book on Amazon for free or at a very, very discounted price for up to 5 days every 3 months. So every 3 months or every 90 days, Amazon gives you the opportunity to be able to, sign up for KDP Select. When you sign up for KDP Select, you're now able to, this is especially for people who are exclusively published to Amazon and not published to other platforms like Apple Books or Google Play Store or Google Books or other platforms like Kobo Books and so on and so forth, all right, other international book publishing platform. If you're published exclusively to Amazon, you can leverage on KDP Select for your Kindle books. This also helps you to be able to rank higher so that once your book starts ranking, let's say, for example, you sign up for KDP Select and you say, okay, for this period of time, I want my books to be absolutely free. So Amazon begins to suggest your book because it's absolutely free to people. And because people see that it's free, they want to buy. When they buy, what happens is that your bestseller ranking goes up. Once your bestseller ranking goes up, Amazon's algorithm will pick that up and begin to show the book to more people so that even when the free sales of your book expires, Amazon is still suggesting your book to people. So you can go from KDP Select to selling it $0.99, or then you go to $1.99, then to $2.99, and so on and so forth. So when you leverage KDP Select, what actually happens is that it helps with the algorithm. It helps with your ranking. It helps with you actually getting to bestseller. And guess what? It's even faster for you to get to the bestsellers list when your book is absolutely free. All right. So whether you put a price on the book or the book is free, it doesn't matter. Amazon still gives you your bestseller ranking. So don't let anybody make you feel different or feel otherwise. It's not easy to sell your book, whether it's free or not. All right. Especially when you're in a platform that there are 48 million other books out there. Okay. So leverage KDP Select for Kindle. Then your book is not the end of the road. This is especially for people who are published and published authors. If you're a published author, your book is not the end of the road. Think funnels. All right? Think funnels. Ask yourself, how do I increase the average cart value? How do I increase the average purchasing value per book? So if you are somebody who just writes and then puts your book out there, you don't give them a reason for them to come back to you. You're making a huge mistake. So if your book is not directing them to another book that you have, or directing them to your email list, or directing them to your Facebook group, or directing them to your YouTube channel, you're making a huge mistake. If your book is not directing them to a freebie, you are making a huge mistake. This is how you get more readers, by getting people who would buy your book. Say, for example, you combine using KDP Select to get your book free, put it in the hands of people. People open the book, and then on the first page, you're directing them to download something that's free again. But when they click on that link to download stuff that's free, they get into your email list. As they get into your email list, you can then start notifying them of your future book releases, start notifying them of your future other products, start directing them to even bigger offers like courses and classes. Start directing them to your YouTube channel where they can learn more and connect with you more. Think of your book as funnels. I really wish I had more time, but don't worry, I'm going to talk to you about this pretty soon. All right. This is how you get the clients from Amazon. This is how you get international clients. This is how you get international clients. Those of you who are wondering, well, how do people use their books on Amazon to get international clients? Do you start looking for the people who have bought your books? No, Amazon is not going to share those details with you, obviously. There are ways in which you do it. There are so many ways in which you do it. I really don't have the time to go. I wrote about 10 different ways that you can actually do this, but I don't have the time to go into this. But I'm going to share something with you at the end of this that will help you to be able to get this. Okay. So think of funnels when you are creating your book. Think of funnels. Think of how you can connect more with the person who buys your book once they have bought your book on Amazon. All right. So also, I think this is the final one. Your author profile is important. Your author profile sends a message. Your author profile sends a message. If people don't know who you are, this is especially for authors, all right? This is especially for authors. People don't know who you are and they cannot connect with you via your author profile. You're making a huge mistake. So many of you have published on Amazon, but you don't have an author profile. Let me tell you what happens when you create an author profile. When you create an author profile, people can basically follow you, like on social media. People forget that Amazon is not just a search platform and a marketplace, it also doubles as a social media connection platform. Because when people buy your book, they like the book, Amazon will suggest that, oh, this is the person who you bought their book, this is their profile. You can actually follow an author on Amazon. When you follow an author on Amazon, what happens is that when the author publishes a new book, Amazon will send you an email to say, hey, this author that you followed on Amazon, they've published a new book. Here's the book and here's the link to buy it. Here is it. Here's the book and stuff. Okay. So somebody is saying in the comments, KDP Select just lets Amazon pay you 30% royalty while they keep 30%. That's not absolutely true. So you have to be very careful with the information that you're putting out there. Okay. So Amazon gives a platform for you to choose either 65% or 75 or 70%, a different percentage of royalty you can choose. It doesn't really have stuff to do with KDP Select. KDP Select goes more than just royalty. So you have to be absolutely careful when you're putting out information so that you don't confuse people. Okay. So As I was saying, who are you? Your author profile sends a message. Your author profile sends a message. So when I go to your author profile, I click to follow you and then I want to check out your profile. Will I see your bio there? Will I see your social media handles there? Will I see your website there? Will I see all your books on Amazon there? Will I see a short video, like a trailer that introduces you there? Will I see your pictures there? Can I recognize you when I see you there? Okay. So imagine that every single person who gets your book for free on KDP Select eventually follows you. Let's say, for example, within 3 days that you put your book out for free, you had about 500 people download your book. Out of those 500 people who downloaded your book, 250 of them followed you. The next time you publish a new book, all of those 250 people will get an email from Amazon telling them that you've published a book. And if they liked your first book, they will definitely want to check out your next book. And if they check out your next book, chances are that they would buy because they have read your book before. Chances are that they will buy from you. Okay. So, who are you? What's your author profile like? If you haven't yet set up an author profile, simply go to authorcentral.amazon.com to set up your own author profile. So it's authorcentral.amazon.com. Again, I will link it in the description below so that when you come back, you can actually see it down there. Okay. Now, reviews are your best friend, so ask for them. So you may be asking, how do I ask for reviews? How do I ask for reviews? There are two ways you can do that, okay? Number one way is in the description. In the description of your book, at the bottom you can say, hey, if you bought this book and you really loved it, please come back and leave a review for me. Leave that there. Then in the inside of your book, from the first page and on the last page, you can always put a reminder to say, hey, thank you so much for buying this book. I really appreciate it. Please leave a review about the book on Amazon for me. Thank you. Do you understand? So you can actually ask for reviews in two ways: in the description of your book when you are publishing the book on Amazon, and also inside of the book itself. Ask them, hey guys, if you wherever it is that you got this book, please leave a review. If you got this book on Amazon, please leave a review for me in the description. More reviews, especially more 5-star reviews, will actually help you to get more sales, because many times people will look at the review of a book first before they will buy. Most people will usually buy a book based on the recommendation of other people, including strangers on the internet. So you want to make sure that you ask for the reviews. Okay, ask for the reviews. Reviews are your best friend. All right. Then finally, free versus paid traffic. People ask, okay, should I be running ads to my books? Yes. Should I run Facebook ads? Yes. Should I run YouTube ads? Yes. Should I run Amazon ads? Yes. Should I use free traffic? Yes. Please, as much as you can, use as much traffic as possible. Use as much traffic as what possible. Where you can, use free traffic. Where you can, use paid traffic as well. The returns are immense. I've been working on and researching on paid traffic to actually get more sales to your books on to my books on Amazon for the past 4 plus 5 years at least. I have tried Amazon ads, I have tried Facebook ads, I've tried Instagram ads, and they have all given me amazing results. Initially, I wasn't very good at it, but with more trials and errors and much more learnings, I was able to eventually get really good at it. Another thing that I'm absolutely amazing at is using free traffic. Absolutely amazing at using free traffic. I have a large community of over 30 about 34,000 members on my community. I have over 11,000 members on my Instagram, 10,000 11,000 plus followers on my Facebook page. I have over 2,200 subscribers on YouTube. I leverage my free traffic very well. So many people are sitting on traffic and you don't know what to do with it. You're sitting on traffic and you don't know what to do with it. Some of you are scared to build your own traffic because you don't know how. And that's okay. We all start from point zero at one time or the other. When I started my Facebook group, it was at 0 members. When I started my Instagram, it was at 0 followers. All right. So I learned how to leverage both free and paid traffic to actually make a lot of sales on Amazon. And I wish I could go into how to do that. There's so much to cover on that alone, but I cannot cover all of that. But what I've shared with you today is more than enough to help you get started to getting sales on Amazon. All right. So you can actually get started with the information I have shared with you. I've given you 15 different tips: free versus paid traffic, asking for reviews, author profile, thinking in funnels, leveraging KDP Select, updating your A plus content, pricing by starting small, using global distribution and expanded distribution, categories, doing proper category research and keyword research. I've shared 2 tools with you that you can actually use for free to actually get better category and keyword research, book descriptions as well, how to properly do your book descriptions, your book title, your book cover, and producing high quality books. So I've shared all these amazing tips with you, and I really hope that you come back to this video and watch it over and over and over again, because sometimes you may forget. There are so many things, and sometimes you may forget. Sometimes you may forget what I've said, so you may want to come back and watch it again. However, the most important secret to making more sales is traffic. The most important secret to making more sales is traffic. Everything that I have shared with you today has to do with traffic. Your cover drives traffic to your book. Your title drives traffic to your book. KDP Select drives traffic to your book. Using your author profile and your author central drives traffic to your book. A plus drives traffic to your book. Reviews drive traffic to your book. Using the right keywords and category, they all drive traffic to your book. The question now is, how exactly do I combine all of these things? How do I combine all of these things? All right, to ensure that I actually start making the sale. How do I combine all of these things? How do I build my confidence? How do I ensure that all of these are working together for my good and not against me? All right. So the important thing is traffic. Once you know that your book is good, once you know that you've published your book in the right category and you're using the right keywords, all of those things are done. The next thing is, how do I ensure that this traffic keeps coming constantly? Constantly. All right. So that's where I want to introduce you to my Amazon Traffic Secrets online course. All right. My Amazon Traffic Secrets online course is a brand new course, completely different from anything I have ever put out before. I've only had one other course on Amazon, and that is my Amazon Printed Profits Bundle. That's the starter phase for people who want to start out. They've never published on Amazon before, and they want to see the step-by-step process on how to set up an Amazon account and all of that. I'll link it to the description below. However, this Amazon Traffic Secrets online course is a brand new course I have just created for you, every single person who's listening to me right now. In this course, I want to teach you how to build and drive free and paid traffic to your books on Amazon. That's basically what the course is about. How do you build traffic, both free traffic and paid traffic, and how do you drive that traffic to your book on Amazon to make more sales? I'm going to be sharing with you how to set up and run Amazon ads that convert. Amazon ads are probably one of the most difficult kind of ads to master. It's not exactly like Facebook ads or Instagram ads or any of those things. It's very different, and it can be quite tricky. And it has taken me 4 years to learn and master over and over and over again. However, I am ready to teach it to you because I have gotten amazing results by myself as well. So I want to show you how you can set up and run Amazon ads that convert. Apart from that, I'm going to be giving you the instructions on how to run Facebook and Instagram ads to your book, exactly how to target, who to target, where to target, and even when to target your particular books, and the process of running ads to paid stuff that will lead people to Amazon. Okay. It's not every single kind of traffic or every single kind of audience that you can run ads to for your book on Amazon. And in fact, there are ways in which you want to run ads that don't necessarily require you having to run ads to the book itself. This is another mistake that a lot of people make. You say, oh, I have a book on Amazon, I want to run ads to it. It doesn't always work that way, especially when you're running Facebook and Instagram ads. And there's another way, a better way to be able to do this. And I'm going to show you how to do that in my Amazon Traffic Secrets online course. I'm also going to be sharing with you my secret system that I use to increase the amount of books that potential readers buy on Amazon. I've shared some of them with you today. One of them was your Author Central and your A+. I'm going to be sharing some other systems that I use to increase the amount of books potential readers buy on Amazon. I talked to somebody in Dubai, a particular lady, about one of my books. And the next thing I saw, she sent me a WhatsApp message with a screenshot. Not a screenshot, a picture. She had bought three of my books. She only asked for one. I didn't tell her about the other two, but she bought three of my books, physical copies, and shipped them to her house in Dubai. I'm going to share with you exactly how I'm able to increase the amount of book potential readers buy on Amazon. I'm also going to share with you my pricing strategy to get more sales. I gave you an introduction part today to start small. That's just one. I'm going to share with you proper full pricing strategies on how to get more sales. All right, exactly how to price your Kindle book versus your paperback book versus your hardcover book. All right, there's a system in which you actually price your books. All right, so you want to ensure that you're actually getting more sales to the right kinds of book. Okay, so say for example you want to sell more paperback books this month. How do you price your Kindle book and your hard copy book compared to your paperback to ensure that people actually buy the ones that you want them to buy? All right, so I'm going to share with you my pricing strategy. Then I'm going to share with you as well how to use Pinterest to get Amazon to promote your book for free. This is something that I bet that you've never heard before. How you can use Pinterest to get Amazon to promote your book for free. I will blow your mind. I'm going to blow your mind with this particular model in my course. Okay. And then finally, I will share with you again how to do giveaways inside Amazon. Did you know that you can do giveaways using Amazon? Did you know that you can do giveaways with your book? You can do contests. You can do contests. You can do like some sort of challenge where people get to do stuff. And when they do this stuff and win, they actually get a book for free. But what happens is that Amazon uses that giveaway tactic to get more eyes on your book. I'm betting you probably never heard about this before. I'm betting you've never heard about this before, that you can do giveaway with your book inside Amazon. All right. And there's so much more that I want to share with you that I don't have enough time to talk about all of those things. But this is all inside my Amazon Traffic Secrets online course. Now, you may be, I want to first of all ask you, who here would like to get this course? I'm not doing giveaway, but who here would like to get this course? All these amazing things that I've shared with you. Who here, who here would like to get this course? Let me see your comments. Put the fire emoji in the comment section if you would like to get this course. All right, it's amazing, it's fantastic. I've never seen anybody do anything like this. That's why I decided to create it myself, because I was trying to look for something that can help me to be able to drive traffic. I couldn't find any, so I had to keep doing my own research, doing trial and error for 5 years before I eventually started getting it right. And now I want to share it with you. So if you want it, let me know in the comment section with the fire emoji that you're ready to have it. Okay, I can see all the plenty fire emojis now. That is great. Thank you for the fire emojis, everyone. Let me see those fire emojis going. Let me see those fire emojis go in. Whew. I am so excited for this particular course, and I'm so excited for those of you, especially given the fact that, for those of you who are listening in Nigeria, for example, you know that the naira is in a free fall. Probably by the end of the year, naira is going to be like 600 naira to $1. But those of us who are earning on Amazon consistently, we ain't bothered. Why are we not bothered? We're not bothered because we are earning in foreign currency. We're earning in dollars. We're getting the money straight to our Payoneer account and then directly to our accounts, our Nigerian bank accounts. So anything that wants to happen to the dollar, let it happen. In fact, it's even more beneficial for us who are earning in dollars. You don't have to create a new business to earn in dollars. You don't have to leave your country to earn in dollars. You don't have to trade forex to be earning in dollars. You don't have to leave your house to be earning in dollars. You don't have to do some crazy business or to do importing and exporting to be able to earn in dollars. You can do that with Amazon Publishing. You don't even have to be an author to earn from Amazon KDP. I can see a lot of fire emojis going. So I'm seeing other people saying they want it. All right, good. Who wouldn't? Because this is an opportunity for you to earn in different currencies. Now, let me tell you this. I have spent 5 years researching. I've been working. I've done trial and errors. I've lost money. because I wasn't getting it right the first time. I was making a whole lot of mistakes. I got some courses, I got some classes, I hired coaches. Some people knew what they were doing, some others did not know what they were doing. I lost a lot of money, and eventually I started to get it right by myself. And I got it. It has taken me this long because I wanted to ensure that I could get it right without making mistakes again before coming to show you how to do it. I told you at the beginning I'm an experiential teacher. So if I have to spend money to learn how to make money, I will do it. And this is the sacrifice I've made for you guys. So this course is easily worth $2,997. Easy, easy, easy. And guess what? There are people who are teaching Amazon ads, only Amazon ads itself, for over $2,000 out there. Don't believe me? Go on YouTube and do a quick search. You'll find them there. All right. There are people who are teaching only one part of my course for the same amount of money that I'm putting out there. However, I know that, it's a lot for a lot of people, and that's okay. I want to be able to put it out there for people to try it and be my beta testers. So I want to have beta testers from the people who are listening to me right now for just a very tiny fee. All right. So I'm going to launch this course on the 7th of November at $347 or 200,000 naira. So from the 7th of November, this course is going to be worth 200,000 naira or $347. That's a massive, massive cut down from the $2,997 out there. However, you can get it. Be my beta testers. I want to get a number of beta testers for the next 48 hours. All right, who are going to test it between now and December and get results. Okay, so for the next 48 hours, I'm going to put it out at just $47 or 25,000 naira. However, if you get it between now and 6 a.m. tomorrow morning Nigerian time, you will only get it at $37 or 20,000. That's a 25,000 naira discount. Okay, and that's the link below to actually get it. So seller.com/Amazon traffic secrets. That's the link below. I'm going to probably type it out there now. Seller.co/Amazon traffic secrets. All right. I think I should be able to post it. So that's the link. I've just posted it out there in the comment section, and I'm also going to just put it out at the bottom again. So you can pre-order the Amazon Traffic Secrets online course at 20,000 naira or $37 before 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's the link there. Okay, I want you to be my beta testers. That's why I'm giving it at this ridiculous giveaway. This is basically like 90% off of the initial launch price. So once it's 7th of November, if you are listening to this beyond 7th of November, sorry, but you're actually going to be getting this at 200,000 naira or $347. And guess what? I'm smiling because I know that this is more than enough value, given the fact that people who are going to take this course and get published will definitely make this amount of money within the next 2 months if they are serious about it. If you're serious about taking action on doing the things that I'm going to share with you, you'll make your money back. No questions asked. No questions asked. All right. So you can get it before 6 a.m. tomorrow at $37, or you can wait till after tomorrow and get it at $47 or 25,000 naira. Okay. So that's not all. For those of you who are going to be my beta testers, who are going to purchase it now, this is a pre-order, okay? So you're getting it as a pre-order. On the 7th of November, the course is going to launch on my academy, and everybody's going to have access to it after you've pre-ordered. But guess what? For those of you who are going to be pre-ordering, not only are you going to get the course, you're also going to be getting access to amazing bonuses. You're going to be getting access to my 2 months group coaching program on Telegram from November to December to ensure that you actually put this to work. I usually don't like putting out courses because I know that most times people don't go through the courses, they don't finish it, they don't take action. But I'm going to be offering those of you who are going to be my beta testers, all right, that you can get it. You can get to start working on everything that you're going to be learning between now and December. Okay, so I'm going to be, those of you who are usually on my my accountability programs and my group coaching programs, you know that I'm constantly on your butts to put fire on you to ensure that you are taking action. So for the 2 months, I'm going to be there answering your questions. I'm going to be there putting you through. I'm going to be there guiding you and holding you accountable to ensure that you take action on all the things that you're going to be learning. Beyond that, you're going to be getting my author ads blueprint. My author ads blueprint is basically a step-by-step process on how you basically set up your ads. So I'm going to be teaching that in the course, but I'm going to also be giving you a PDF version, a blueprint that will enable you to say, okay, this is how much I want to make, this is how much I want to use for my ads, this is the kind of book I want to publish, this is how long I want to run the ads and everything. So basically a blueprint to help you to get ready for your ads. Beyond that, I'm going to give you extra keyword and category research tools. I shared some in this video, but I'm giving you more tools that you can increase your research, your keyword category and category research for Amazon. Then, for those of you who would like to create books on demand, those of you who want to go into low content publishing, especially those of you who are already in there, or those of you who like to start, you already have a KDP account, but you want to increase how much money you make on Amazon using low content products. Did you know that you can publish blank notebooks? Did you know you can publish journals, planners, and workbooks on Amazon in print, and you don't get to pay for that? All right. Those of you who want to start publishing on Amazon and using Amazon low content publishing, I'm going to be sharing with you unknown low traffic categories for bestseller ranking. That basically means I'm going to be sharing categories with you that hardly is not populated at all. Hardly anybody knows that if you publish it, you're guaranteed to start making sales, especially given the fact that your covers must be good. Okay. Remember, I said it again that it's not just about putting your books out there. You have to ensure that you get things right. So, but I'm going to be sharing with you unknown. So people keep asking, what keyword should I use? What category should I use? What category should I publish low content products on? You've been asking that question. I have been compiling a list of categories that you can publish your low content traffic. Your low content your content books. All right, I'm going to be sharing those low traffic categories for bestseller ranking. Beyond that, I'm going to be sharing 15 hot low content book niches for 2021 and 2022. People don't know again that the algorithm changes, niches changes, demand changes. So when you want to start publishing low content products, what kind of low content products will give you the most money? Today, I'm not joking with you. Today, right? I published an activity book for kids. It's Christmas themed. The book is about 60 pages or so. I published an activity book for kids in a different brand new. I basically created a brand new brand that I want to be creating children's books and activity books, because that's one niche that definitely makes a lot of money. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing with you 15 hot low content book niches for 2021, 2022 that are guaranteed to make you sales. And then my Amazon publishing book cheat sheet, how I'm able to organize my brands, how I'm able to organize my low content products versus my actual books versus my workbooks, how I'm able to organize and make sure that I'm actually focusing on driving traffic to the right place. All right. My Amazon publishing cheat sheets, I'm going to share this with you. So these are the bonus I'm going to share with only the people who actually pre-order the book. All right. Only people who pre-order the book. This is what I'm going to be sharing with you. These are my bonuses. Okay. So who's ready to get them? Who's ready to get them? So pre-order, you can pre-order now, between now and 6. Yeah, I just saw somebody has just made somebody has actually just clicked on the pre-order and actually pre-ordered theirs as well. That's fast. So somebody just pre-ordered. That's interesting. People didn't even wait for me, self. All right. So somebody has gone to pre-order. So pre-order your Amazon traffic secrets before 6 a.m. Oh, wow. Okay. Another person has just pre-ordered again. Pre-order your Amazon traffic secrets before 6 a.m. tomorrow, between now and 6 a.m. and you actually get it at 20,000 naira or $37. But after tomorrow and for the next 48 hours, you will get it for $47 or 25,000. And if you wait till when it eventually launches, you will actually pay the full price of $347 or 200,000 naira. So why are you waiting? Go get it today. All right. So go and make pre-orders immediately. Guys, has this been a great class for you? Have you learned something from this class today? Let me see your comments if you have. Have you learned something from this class today? Let me see your comments. And if you have any questions, please put your questions in the comment section as well, okay? Okay. Have you learned something from this class today? I'm seeing somebody say, yes, I want to get it. Awesome. Go and get it immediately. Go and get it immediately. Whew. Someone says, what's the procedure for changing categories and listing the new categories in Amazon and how to find the categories? That's like 3 different questions, okay? Procedure for changing the categories. Once you've published, you can always change your categories. Simply just go to your bookshelf and then click on the 3 buttons beside the 3 tiny dots beside the book that you want to change categories for, and then go to edit. You go and edit the description. So you are editing the book information. That's the first part, and then you can always go and change the category. All right, and then you list your new categories. How to find the categories? I'm guessing you probably haven't published on Amazon, because if you have, you know exactly how to find the categories. When you get to scroll down to categories and click, you can always search for there are tons and tons of categories there, literally hundreds of categories, and you can actually search for your category there. Okay. Let me see any other question. Okay. Someone says, is it possible to start selling on Amazon before attaching payment details, e.g., PayPal? First of all, Amazon doesn't allow PayPal. They only allow US, UK, or European account numbers. So if you are from Nigeria, you cannot put PayPal. You instead have to put a US bank account. And you can get a US bank account 2 ways. Either you register a business in the US, and then when you register a business, they give you a US bank account, or you register on Payoneer, Payoneer. I'm going to link it in the description as well. You can sign up on Payoneer, and when you sign up on Payoneer and your account gets approved, you automatically will be given a US account detail that you can then link to Payoneer. All right, but it is very possible for you to start selling on Amazon. Once you start selling and then you eventually attach your payment details, Amazon will remit the money straight to your bank account immediately. Okay. Adenubi says, good evening. I just published my ebook on Kindle on the 8th and it's live. Meanwhile, I can't see the button for buy now there from Nigeria. It usually takes a while for the buy button to be available to different countries. So you have to be patient. However, here's one trick that you can do. You can keep going to Amazon.com and keep searching for the book. It's like going to a bookshop. Let's say you go to a bookshop in Lagos, and you ask for a particular book and they tell you they don't have it. You leave. Tomorrow somebody else comes and asks for that same book again. They say they don't have it. They leave. Next tomorrow somebody else comes and asks for that same book again. What do you think is going to happen? They are eventually going to say, this book that people are coming to ask us, let's go and look for it and stock it in our shop, so that when people come, they can actually see it to buy. It's the same thing that happens on Amazon. Keep going to search for the book, keep going to search for the book, search for it using different, sign out of your Amazon.com account, search for the book with just regular Amazon, sign back in again, just keep searching the book, and eventually you will see that the book, the buy now button eventually show there. Okay, it usually takes a while though. All right. Someone's asking, what's your recommended daily or monthly ad budget for Amazon ads? Buy the course, pre-order the course, and you're going to see that. Okay, pre-order the course, and you're going to see that. Nake says, hi Nake, says, well done. Your research is top notch, always coming up with new and great ideas. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for that. All right. Deborah says, I really want to know how to create and maintain funnels. That's an important skill to have. That's a very, very important skill to have. Okay. Awesome. Let me see any other questions before I go. So okay, I think someone said something. Let me see. Chinasa says, I read on Amazon that if I selected the KDP Select option, I was going to pick the 30% royalty option. I think this is why I still receive royalties even when my book is advertised as free. So there is a difference between the royalties and the KDP Select option and all of those things that you're talking about. They're not always correlated, is what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay. So whether whether your book is on KDP Select or not, there's the 70% royalty option. Okay. So maybe you're thinking about Kindle Unlimited. Maybe that's what you're probably thinking about, that your book is usually once you put your book for certain rights, your book is automatically registered for Kindle Unlimited, which allows you to be able to receive royalties when your book is read by people who have subscribed for Kindle Unlimited. So it is possible for people to be able to read your book for free, all right, without them having to buy it. But Amazon then pays you based on page reads. So that's different from KDP Select. Kindle Unlimited is different from KDP Select. You will still receive royalties if your book is being read for free by people. Also note that Amazon will not allow you to have your book for free permanently. There's no such thing as perma-free because they need to make money. Okay, so your book cannot be free continuously. You can only have your book free for 5 days out of every 90 days. So basically like 20 days in a year. All right. So even though your book is free and some people are reading it, you can get royalties from read pages and also from book sales as well. Okay. So please know the difference as well. Okay. Ketty says, this has been amazing as usual. Thank you so much. Precious says, learned a lot. That Dele says, learned a lot. Evan says, can someone publish on Amazon with smartphone? Well, I have seen people do it. I personally don't like it because a phone is very tiny and it's a lot of a hassle. I would rather ask people to get a laptop. If you want to do serious business and really make serious money, get a laptop. But I've seen people who have been able to publish with their phone. Okay. Period says, I'm here to publish on Kindle or Amazon. Will the Amazon traffic secrets be useful to me? If you know how to publish already, then you should definitely get the Amazon traffic secrets because it will help you to ensure that you don't make mistakes when you're publishing for the first time. Okay. However, if you don't know how to publish at all, Amazon traffic secrets will not teach you step by step how to publish on Amazon. Okay, go and get the Amazon printed profits if you want to be able to get that. I'll link that in the description. Okay. Also says, thank you for the session. Please, what's the best tool for creating covers that's approved by KDP? I just started publishing a few days ago, but my covers are always rejected. I think I think I have done a video on how to ensure that your covers are not rejected on Amazon KDP on my YouTube channel. So once this video ends, just go on my YouTube channel, search for my name, Edirin Edewo, look for my YouTube channel, and then scroll through my videos. I think I have done a video on how to ensure that you do covers that are not rejected. I use Canva. There are also other platforms like Photoshop, InDesign, and so many other ones. So it's not about the best tools, it's about you knowing the dimensions of your cover. So some people may be publishing a book with a particular dimension and creating a cover with a different dimension, and that's where they get it wrong. The cover gets rejected. But I've done a video. I think I will also link the video as well, linked in the description of this live broadcast once this is done. For those of you who are watching the replay, you should be able to see the link to that in the description below. Okay. Taya says, does achieving bestseller status increases one visibility on Google? No, it does not, because Amazon is a different search engine from Google itself. All right. But you don't have to achieve bestseller status to have visibility on Google. This is why I tell people to get published on Amazon and get your Amazon Author Central account. Once you have your Author Central account, that's basically what gives you visibility on Google. Your author page, your author central page, that's your author bio basically on Amazon, is what gives you visibility on Google. Okay. Abiodun says, on pricing, how much is advisable to start with? I'm not sure what you mean by pricing. Pricing of what? Is it pricing of your book, or pricing for ads, or pricing to work with me or something? I don't know. But let me know. Guys, go pre-order the Amazon Traffic Secrets now before 6 a.m. tomorrow, because if you decide to wait, you will oversleep, and then when you wake up tomorrow, you see that the price has gone up, and then you feel bad. All right, so go get it immediately. People are already getting it as well, so go get it immediately so that you can actually take advantage of the bonuses as well. Don't wait till when the course has launched before you actually start making asking for the price, because as you know, when the course launches, it's going to be launching at 200,000 naira. So take advantage of the 90% discount now while you can. All right. Raymond says this has been an eye opener. Thank you. Abiodun says on pricing, how much is advisable to start with? Okay, I think I've asked that question already. All right. This has been great. This has been fun. I'm glad that you have been able to teach this and you have learned a lot from it. Take a screenshot of this and post it in your Instagram stories. Tag me so that I can see it as well, and so I can also repost it as well. Send me your testimonials if you really enjoyed this. Send me a testimonial on Instagram. Here's my Instagram handle. You can follow my Instagram here, scrolling at the bottom at Edirin Edewo. That's my Instagram handle. Follow me on Instagram. Tag me on your Instagram stories and on your post as well, so I can repost it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like and subscribe, and ring the bell for more notifications as well. If you want to ensure that you get notifications whenever I'm doing any other kind of free workshops, webinars, tutorials like this, follow go to my Telegram channel and subscribe to my Telegram channel. There is called Open Updates. So that's t.me/open updates. All right. And then if you're from Facebook, you're from YouTube, or you found me somewhere else, you can also join my Facebook community. It's called Online Publishers and Entrepreneurs Network, otherwise known as Open. So that's it, scrolling at the bottom. You can take a screenshot. I'll also link it in the description below as well. So facebook.com/group/open network with one N. Okay. This has been great. I've really had a great time with you guys tonight. Thank you so much for listening. I will see you in another video.